Your boy Heaven Hollywood back on the IE Network, and this is the Heaven Hollywood Report, and let's get to it. So as we sit around and we watch these verses, and we've had some great verses, we just had a pretty good one with Ja Rule and Fat Joe, and of course, they had classic ones. A lot of people say, oh, it was the best one, Locks and Dipset. And a couple of months ago, Lil' Kim said she would do a versus, but she would only do it against Nicki Minaj. And everybody started saying, oh yeah, I think that would be a good versus. Well, I was kind of in the minority, a lot of people were saying it's a good versus because they were looking at the bigger picture, because everyone knows right now, everybody feels sorry for Lil' Kim, and Lil' Kim is trying to get back in the limelight as this, GOAT-like figure or what have you that got done wrong by the industry when Nicki Minaj came around. And if Nicki was to go against Kim, everybody would be rooting and voting against Nicki on purpose. Even songs that is clearly better than Lil' Kim, people would be like, oh, Kim got that. So I think it's two different generations. When Nicki finally blew up, Lil' Kim was long out the game. She hadn't put out a record in, damn near 10 years? When Nicki fully blew up in 2012, Lil' Kim hadn't put out a record since 2006. I just don't think that'd be a good matchup. I think the gap is just too far. I think Lil' Kim should battle Foxy Brown. Then people saying, oh, Foxy should battle Foxy should battle Nicki. The same generation, you have the same problem. Foxy Brown is Lil' Kim's generation. That's what should be battling. Then some people said Missy Elliott and Nicki Minaj. A little better. Missy was a little bit closer to Nicki's, prime. But even by the time Nicki took over the reins, Missy had pretty much finished making hits. She may have put out one hit around that time frame. So to me, to have it, in the same generation, the same time frame, you have to have been around, let's say between 2 to 3 years before or 2 to 3 years after Nicki Minaj dropped. And to me, it's really only one person. Well, actually two. One you would probably have to say is Lil Wayne. But the real person that, to me, is the only person that could battle Nicki Minaj and have a great chance of succeeding is Drake. You can't really find anyone to battle Drake, and you can't really find anyone to battle Nicki Minaj. So how about Dricky against each other? To me, that's really the only verses that make sense with Nicki Minaj, involving Nicki Minaj, is a versus with Drake. It would be the first male versus female versus. It won't be the first crew versus, because Method Man already went against Redman, and Ghostface went against Raekwon. But how interesting would that be? The first male versus female versus. And to me, it's the only one that really makes sense. They both came out around the same time. They both have had mega hits. They both have had crossover hits. They both sing on some of their records. Man, how crazy would that be? Nicki taking the stage, performing Drake, then does his song. Man, that'd be nuts. And personally, I think that's the only verses for Nicki Minaj that makes sense. And that might be the only. No, Drake has two that make sense. You could say Kanye West against Drake, even though Kanye West dropped around, what, 2004? Maybe even before that. 2003, 2004. But you can always say, okay, Kanye West, and Kanye West used just everything after, use his main songs. I mean, Kanye is a little bit before Drake as well. It might have to be Kanye and Jay-Z. Or, Kanye and Wayne. But Drake versus Nicki Minaj, it would get 3 million viewers or more. It would have 3 million. They would definitely break, whatever website they were on. And then they go on a tour together afterwards. So to me, the only female that makes a percentage of sense to me is Missy Elliott. But other than Missy Elliott, there's not a female to me out there that's going to touch Nicki's in the verses. So she's going to have to go up against men. Just like how there's not really a female out there can touch her on the mic. I mean, lyrically, yes. There's female rappers who are better lyrically. Young M.A., you know what I mean? Like, who's better lyrically? Lauryn Hill, in my opinion. But there's a total package when it comes to rapping. And Nicki's a total package. So to me, that is what Timbaland and now Drake will probably never do a versus because of Swizz Beatz now. Thanks a lot, Swizz. But if he did, Drake versus Nicki Minaj. Versus, who would you have if Drake went against Nicki Minaj? That's the idea. I'm pushing the Timbaland. But like I said, Drake probably won't do it because of Swizz Beatz. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network. Who do you think Nicki Minaj should battle in the verses? Leave a comment below.